Now, being professional is very important in life because it just makes you feel good to be professional. It makes you feel like you're the person. And the thing is, right, have you ever felt busy all day but somehow you still did not get much done? I've had that so much. And that's all down to discipline and making sure that you're planning your productivity well. And today I want to talk about what it really means to be professional in life and how one simple habit can change everything. And that simple habit is planning your day. Every single day I write down a to-do list on my planner and I tick through them as I go through them, basically. So today, what I've put through is to work hard on YouTube videos, and I'm about to tick that off because I have worked hard for the past 2 hours on recording YouTube videos. So when people hear professional, they think suits, offices, or having a fancy job, but professionalism is bigger than that. Being professional means that you show up when you say you will, and you communicate clearly with whatever you're talking about, and you respect other people's time. There's obviously more points to it, but professionalism is a lifestyle, and the foundation of that lifestyle is how you manage your time when nobody is watching. Now let's talk productivity. Most people do not waste time because they are lazy. They waste time because they do not have a plan. And I feel that's really true because obviously for me, I've had it before where I haven't had like a set plan for the day. And I just feel really lazy because I just don't know what to do with myself. So it's important that you wake up with a plan. Now, when you wake up without a plan, you react to whatever feels urgent, you jump between tasks, and you spend mental energy deciding what to do next. And that is really important that you don't, wake up without a plan, because then, you don't know what you're going to do. But when you plan your day, you remove the decision fatigue. And obviously, when you can remove that, you're basically removing the unnecessary energy used to plan your day on the day. I always plan my day the day before because then I can be like, right, I'm doing that and that and that, and I can tick it off when I'm going through them during the day. Now the thing is, this also ties in with discipline because discipline is what professionalism is built on. You can't do anything without discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you do not feel like doing it. So basically, if you want to do something and you don't feel like doing it, but then you have to do it anyway because that is discipline. Now, there's a simple daily planning system you can start today that I recommend for you guys. So basically, step 1, you do a 5-minute plan the night before. So basically, write down everything that is on your mind for the next day or that in that moment, and then pick your top 3 priorities for the next day. So you basically write down 3 things you want to do to complete by the end of the day, and then basically time block your priorities. So give each priority a time window that you have to complete it by. So for instance, if you have a work project, you basically say I want to complete that between 9 and 10:30. And then if you've got gym or a practice on a skill, then you can complete that between 11 and 12. Now the thing is with planning is that obviously life gets in the way sometimes, and you may have something that comes up that you have to do instead of what you've planned. Now that is totally fine because realistically that is what could happen. And at the end of each day, I recommend doing a 2-minute review of what you've done in a day. So basically, what did you complete, what did you avoid, and what is the one improvement for the next day. And the thing is, this review tactic basically turns planning into growth. Now the thing is, there are also habits that can amplify your plan. So for instance, basically being early rather than being on time or late. That is really good because it means that you can stay professional. So for instance, if you have an interview for a job, make sure you are early rather than on time or late, because that doesn't set a good, professional thing on you. And the thing is, if you communicate proactively, so let's say for instance, if you are late or stuck, tell people early rather than on the time that you're supposed to be there. So for instance, if you're late for work, call them half an hour or 15 minutes before or as early as you can, rather than on the time that you are supposed to start work. And one thing that I say for when you are working around stuff is make sure your environment is clean and tidy. Because when I do YouTube stuff, I like to keep my desk set up completely clear of distractions and, you know, anything that's on it, because it makes me feel like I am, you know, more professional and keeping myself on task. And one of the best standards you can set is planning your day, and I do this every day. As I said, it's very important that you do, because I feel like if you can tick off everything throughout the day, you just feel a lot better about yourself in like the end of the day, compared to if you just basically didn't plan your day and you basically didn't do anything, and then you just think, well, I've completely wasted this day, and then you go the next day and you repeat the same thing. Now, if you want to be more productive and more disciplined, start simple by planning tomorrow today. So basically at the end of today, write down what you want to do tomorrow, so then tomorrow you don't have to worry about what you're doing. You can just put all your energy into fixing or doing those things that you've set for the day before. Now, if you like this video, please be sure to hit the like button, and of course subscribe if you're new, and comment below what your top 3 is for tomorrow. See you tomorrow for another video.